AI images look sharp, they look professional. But can we actually use them when we're listing on platforms like eBay, Etsy, and Poshmark? More importantly than that, what do buyers think when we're using AI images? That's what we're going to dive into today. Lately, I've seen a lot of resellers that are experimenting with these, and this video is definitely not a knock on them, because if this works, it's a really, truly valuable tool. I don't know that it works for me. Before I decide to use them, before you decide to use them, let's look at three key areas. I want to look at what the federal government says about using AI images. I want to look at what each one of the platforms says. And then I want to dive into, as much as possible, what the buyers will say or have said about using AI images. Well, let's start broad. Let's take a look at the national picture. The most glaring one is already the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, has already come out and said that the use of AI is not a get-out-of-jail-free card when it comes to misleading or misrepresenting what you're selling. Congress has already debated an AI labeling act, and my own gut says it's a matter of time before something like that actually exists. A disclosure act like that would require us to label our images or our videos or any of those kind of things that we're producing as having been created by AI. We don't have to do that yet, but my gut says that time is coming. Just this year, there was the Takedown Act, which refers to those AI images that were created to harm people. They're intentionally made to look like somebody, and they're made to look like they're doing something they shouldn't be doing. The law has already passed on that. Those images have to come down and that they're not legal anymore. And the final piece of the federal or national landscape that I think we need to take a look at is copyright. This is truly not finished yet. All of these AI programs were trained on images and things like that that were found online, but not necessarily from the public domain, which means that a lot of these have been trained on stuff that has intellectual property rights that belong to somebody else. So we really don't know how copyright is going to work out, but I think the trend is clear. Federal policy is moving towards, at a minimum, full disclosure of the use of AI and restrictions in some areas. Now, let's talk about the individual platforms. And I truly think we have to do these kind of one at a time. I am not an expert on each one of these, in part because you can't be an expert on something that hasn't been fully defined yet. But I do want to go through the ones that I've able to look up and tell you what I learned. And I encourage you, if you know more or if you've run into something, go ahead and comment below and let me know what you know. A lot of what we know right now is rumor. That isn't what this video is going to try to be. I'm going to try and base it off of policy, because policy is where this will all come out to play. So here's what eBay says. eBay says that your photographs have to be accurate. And stock photos have already been banned in a lot of different categories. Stock photos also are not permitted for items that are used, damaged, or broken. eBay has always been very clear that you should be taking your own photos. How does AI play into that? Well, as far as eBay goes, it isn't clearly defined, but it falls under the use of the stock photos that were taken by somebody else, that it wouldn't apply to used or damaged items, and you may not have permission to use those things. You can probably get away with it, but I'm going to circle back to that because it impacts what I'm going to do. I think Amazon is more clear, in my opinion. Amazon already says that your images need to be detailed and professional. Well, AI kind of does that. But it also says that you cannot use illustrations, placeholders, or mock-ups. And to me, when we're using placeholders or mock-ups, I think that's really going to limit your use of AI on Amazon. So for me, Amazon is definitely leaning towards it's probably not okay. I think Etsy is really clear. I think Etsy has a policy that already makes it not okay to use an AI-generated photo. The first thing they say is you have to take your own images. You have to photograph your own images, that you may not use renderings or stock photos. So for me, when they've limited renderings, or they didn't limit them, they said no renderings, I don't think that you could use them on Etsy. So if I were primarily an Etsy seller, that's not something that I would use. I think Mercari is even more direct than Etsy was. No stock or advertisement photos, and the images must be your own. For me, that means that I didn't take it if I use AI, and that image doesn't necessarily belong to me. So I think if you're on Mercari, the answer to that is going to be no. And I feel like Depop also has addressed some of this. Depop says that all of your images must be original and that you may not have any internet-sourced photographs. And I think AI is going to fall under that because it's creating it from the photos that it has taken offline. It also says stock images are discouraged and they could be flagged. So I think Depop is heavily leaning towards it's probably not okay. Poshmark is a little less defined for me. Poshmark emphasizes that the images must be accurate and that they also discourage the use of stock images, but I sell on Poshmark and I see a lot of people using stock images that rarely get flagged or pulled down. So theirs is a little bit more gray area to me, that if they're allowing you to steal intellectual property that isn't yours in the first place and post it on your listing, then you could probably use AI stock photos for some time, but I'm not sure. It's more gray than some of the other ones. It's probably about as gray as eBay is right now. Facebook Marketplace is probably one of the more clear ones. They're straight up say all of the images need to be your own, and Meta is already labeling AI content. So I think that if you were using AI-generated stock photos for your listings, I think that those are either going to get flagged or taken down at some point. Maybe that's not today, but clearly it looks like that's what Facebook is going to do. Or at a minimum, you'll have to label them as AI if the federal government doesn't step in and force you to label them as AI. I'm really truly interpreting a lot of what I've read and trying to fit this brand new technology into previous existing policies. So if you disagree, you are not going to hurt my feelings because I'm not 100% on any of this. But it leads me to the next part, and that's customer confidence. And I feel like this may be the most important one. I think the federal guidelines, they're going to come out and they're going to be solidified at some point. And you're either going to be allowed to use them or not allowed to use them, or maybe you're going to be allowed to use them with labeling on the platforms. They will all decide for themselves once the federal guidelines are more clear. What to me won't be defined by whether or not the platform allows it or legislation allows it, and that is whether or not it's going to have a negative impact on customer confidence. I already see it on YouTube. Me personally, when I'm watching YouTube, if I scroll and I see one, I see a thumbnail I like, and I open it, and I can tell immediately that it was written by AI, and the voice is AI, and the images are AI, I'm out. I don't want to watch that. And I can't put my finger to exactly why, but they're all the same to me. They have all been reduced to the most common median. They just don't provide me any real value, and I skip them. I talked to my son about this. He's a lot younger, totally different generation, and he absolutely hates AI. If he is shopping online and he sees one that only uses stock images or only uses AI images, bam, he's done. He doesn't even open it to see what it is they have. And I'm thinking he's probably not the only one. If it appears to be an AI image, I'm going to run a lot of people off before they even open my listing. The second issue with an AI image is that it isn't going to display damage or areas of concern like I can do with my phone when I take pictures. In other words, it isn't going to be completely accurate. And again, completely is subjective anyway, depending upon the buyer. But I feel like I would open the door for someone to have an item not as described. I would open the door for somebody on Poshmark to say, this isn't the item that they sent to me. I took a picture of a sweater. I just did a flat lay. I did all my photographs. I went ahead and listed it. And I thought, well, let me try this. I watched some YouTube and people were doing it. And the image that I was able to generate, man, it's awesome. Like truly, it looks fantastic from a few feet. When I blow the image up, because the sweater had like an Aztec pattern on it, well, I'll put it up for you so that you can see my photograph, which is not perfect, and the photograph that it generated for me. When you're scrolling along, the generated one looks way better than my photographs. It's eye-catching, but it's not accurate. I feel like I'm gonna erode customer confidence by having a picture of something that doesn't actually exist. If I ever got to the point where AI could generate it accurately, like it's truly accurate, then maybe you could use that for a photo, but it would never substitute for all my photos. And keep in mind, nobody I have watched has been recommending that at all. They've all been using their own photos, and they use this one for the cover shot. So if you were going to do it, I would recommend that you lead with your real photos and use AI as a supplement, where you could say, I generated an image so that you see what it looks like on, but I wrote a listing out like that, and I just didn't like how it sounded. It was like saying, let me include one fake one for you. So the last thing that I'm concerned with the use of AI for generating these images is that I list a lot of long tail items. Not all of my items sell within 60 or 90 days. I have some that will sit twice that long. And we're perfectly okay with that. We're listing higher dollar items. When I put a listing up, it can sit there for 2 or 3 years. And really it shouldn't, but if it did, really the only thing I'd miss on probably is the price of shipping. But if I'm using AI images, especially right now today, before all of these things have been decided, my listings are not future-proof. It wouldn't take a massive decision that everything has to be labeled, and now I've got to go back into hundreds of listings and add a label. Go back and add something to that original one, depending upon what's required of me to label it. Or if a platform outright says, these are not acceptable, I would have to go into my listings and take out all of the AI-generated ones. It's not a stretch of the imagination to see a platform come out and say, first, it's not okay at all for you to use AI-generated images, or if it is okay, you have to have it clearly disclosed in the photograph. So for me, I think that I've decided, at least for today, I'm not going to be using them at all. Not for my first photograph, not for any photograph in between, and not as a try-on look or anything. My main concern are people like my son, who immediately are not interested in my item because they no longer trust it. I think that there's going to be a huge pushback against the use of AI in every aspect, especially when we're a mom and pop shop selling a lot of individual items to somebody. And today, I don't think AI is accurate enough with things that are highly detailed. So for me, it doesn't work. What do you think? I really truly want to know, because I don't have all the answers, and I'm not sure that anybody does. Are you using them? Do you plan on using them? Would it impact whether or not you would be interested in buying an item? And what do you think is going to happen on the federal front, on the individual platforms? And by all means, if you are using a platform that I didn't mention, or you have a lot more experience with one of these than I do, feel free to comment and share what you've learned, or just what you think is going to happen. I think this is big. AI is not going anywhere. Lots of people are using it. But in this one specific area, I think at a minimum I'm going to wait. I don't think it fits with what I want to do. And I certainly don't want to have to redo any of the stuff that I've already done. Massive topic. Truly appreciate you guys watching. I'm going to see you real soon on the next one. Bye.